What's going on, guys? I'm Mr. Golden Gamer, and I make gaming videos that nobody watches. Yesterday, we got some absolutely huge news in the gaming industry because David Vonderhaar has announced that he is starting a new game studio called BulletFarm Games. Now, if you don't know who David Vonderhaar is and you've played Call of Duty at all in the past 18 years, I'm a little disappointed in you because you should know who this guy is. David Vonderhaar was the studio design director at Treyarch from 2004 all the way up until August of this past year, 2023. He was responsible for the multiplayers of basically every game in the Black Ops series. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 especially, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, I think he focused more on the blackout mode in that game, but regardless, if you've played a Black Ops game multiplayer in the past 18 years, then you have seen the product of David Vonderhaar's vision. This guy was a huge deal to Treyarch and a huge deal to the Call of Duty franchise as a whole. Unfortunately, David Vonderhaar has since left Treyarch. 6 months ago, he posted on LinkedIn, "Today I'm sharing that I have left Activision and Treyarch after an incredible 18 years and 8 Call of Duty games. To my coworkers at Treyarch, I'm immensely grateful for the time we invested working to improve our craft, never sitting on successes, and always wondering how to improve what we design and how we produce it. Thank you to the Call of Duty community for your passion and enthusiasm. That energy has often fueled our determination as a studio and individuals. I will always be grateful for the opportunity to interact with so many of you directly online and in person. This energy will always be a massive part of me. I'm staying in the games industry working on an undisclosed project I can't discuss yet, but I'm excited about a rare and unique opportunity. I'll update you as soon as possible." Then he went radio silent for about 6 months until a couple of days ago when he posted this random link on Twitter, which took you to a website that had nothing more than a live image of a barn and a field in a background, and no one knew what to think of this at all. A lot of people were speculating that maybe this was referring to Blackout coming back, maybe a Blackout 2 or a new Battle Royale game. I thought that was pretty unlikely to be Blackout 2 because Vonderhaar made it pretty obvious that he was leaving Activision and Treyarch, but people were really hopeful, thinking that maybe after the Xbox acquisition that Phil Spencer somehow recruited Vonderhaar to come back on board and work on Call of Duty again, but I just didn't think that was the case. It seemed really unlikely. So that takes us all the way up to yesterday when David Vonderhaar posted this. "I'm thrilled to announce that we've started a new game studio today. Starting this new studio allows us to step out of our comfort zone and try our hand at making something entirely new and different. So here we are, introducing BulletFarm, a NetEase games first-party studio. Indeed, you'll want to know more about that game, and if you know anything about me, you know that I love talking about the thought process that goes into making a game, but honestly, it's too early to talk about that unless you come to work with us. We're hiring 15 to 20 Unreal Engine artisans to work on our prototype mechanics and features, beautiful corner, and eventually a proper vertical slice across all disciplines and at multiple levels. This founding team will cement how we create together. So if you're a game developer and you're looking for something, go work with David Vonderhaar. It sounds like an amazing opportunity." So what do we know so far about BulletFarm Games? BulletFarm is a new game studio that seeks to redefine what it means to make and play AAA action-adventure experiences. Growing new games entirely from scratch is arduous work. We take our time to craft compelling experiences made by artisans who take pride in and own their work. Our games will be made in a reasonable amount of time using an appropriate number of developers. We believe gameplay should come with the game, not battle passes. We won't do annualized releases. Our games are standalone entertainment designed to be played with your friends. We always operate with the highest integrity. This is a zero BS environment. We hold ourselves and each other accountable for living out our values. Sincerity isn't an add-on, it's a key to our success. Honestly, sounds like a great place to work. I love those values, and I really like the shots they take at live service games because they're saying, we believe gameplay should come with the game, not battle passes. I really like that little jab there. Honestly, live service games these days are just getting old, man. The gaming industry is absolutely plagued by them, and I think gamers are starting to realize that they are not the move. Everyone kind of hates battle passes now. Earlier in the video, I mentioned this company called NetEase Games. Well, NetEase Games is essentially going to be the parent company of BulletFarm. NetEase Games is a Chinese company that is mostly responsible for mobile games that you've probably never heard of, but they do have a lot of cash on hand, and it looks like they are investing into Vonderhaar and his BulletFarm studio. The next question is, are they making a battle royale? Well, here's what we know so far about the game that they're making. BulletFarm is currently developing a new and ambitious AAA game built in Unreal Engine 5 and set in an original universe with an emphasis on cooperative gameplay. The game will craft a more intimate and relatable experience while offering a fresh take on first-person gameplay. Vonderhaar said this: "Starting this new studio has given me a chance to step out of my comfort zone and try my hand at making something entirely new and different. This is a departure from games I've worked on, but one that showcases my passion for rich characters, precise mechanics, more intimate storytelling, and plenty of action. NetEase has provided us an incredible support structure to explore these new avenues and allow true freedom to begin building the concept and ideas for our game." I honestly think this is one of the major reasons that Vonderhaar ended up leaving Treyarch, because he was always kind of held back creatively by Activision, who was kind of calling all the shots. Now it seems like they're going to have a better relationship with the parent company, and they're going to have the freedom to do what they want creatively. NetEase Games said that they are fully dedicated to giving BulletFarm the resources and support required to build this new first-person experience. David's leadership and the early collection of game development talent assembled at the studio is set to offer something truly unique for his existing fans along with new audiences. So I'm really curious to know what this game is going to be. Nowhere in here does it say first-person shooter, so it might not even be an FPS game, but it says first-person gameplay. But it also says things like something entirely new and different. All I know, the studio's called BulletFarm, so they better have guns in their game, right? Is this going to be a first-person shooter experience, or is it going to be something different? To me, I don't think this is even aiming to be a direct competitor with Call of Duty whatsoever. I think this would compete with Call of Duty Zombies, if anything. They're going for a cooperative experience that you can play with your friends, and what I immediately think of is Helldivers 2, which has taken the world by storm recently, and that is a cooperative game you play with your friends versus AI. Maybe they're aiming to do something more like that. I just don't know yet, and of course, just like Vonderhaar said, it's just too early to even talk about it or explain what their vision is, because I'm sure a lot of things are going to change by the time we get to see this game. It's going to be years, I would bet, but I'm definitely interested to see what Vonderhaar's cooking over there, and I will keep my eyes peeled for any updates on the BulletFarm project. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff down in the comments below. Personally, I'm really happy to see Vonderhaar out there working on something new, but also a little bit sad to see him no longer with Treyarch, because he really was that guy for Black Ops series multiplayer, and it's a shame that we don't have him there anymore, but hopefully he gets the creative freedom that he deserves to work on something that he really wants to do and isn't held back by Activision. So really hoping for the best for him and BulletFarm Games. I really hope that they're able to make something incredible and something that we all want to play, but we'll have to wait and see. If you made it this far, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so close to 800 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000. Love to have you on board. We do a lot of Call of Duty content here, but really, I want to do any FPS game. Any FPS game you'd like to see on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. I just love the genre, and I really want to diversify the content that I put on this channel, so let me know down in the comments. Once again, guys, I'm Mr. Golden Gamer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.